In this video, I'll be sharing with you my wet shaving resolutions for 2021, coming right up. Hello, welcome back to the RazoRock channel. I'm your host John, and today this shave is being recorded on New Year's Eve, and so I thought it'd be really appropriate to share with you some of my wet shaving resolutions for the upcoming year of 2021. At year's end, it's a great time for reflection, but also a great time to set some goals and have some things to aim for in the upcoming year. Before we get to that, let me show you what I'm going to shave with today. So first, for the soap and splash, I'm using Talbot Shaving Cole's Pond. There's the soap, matching splash. This one unfortunately isn't available currently, but it's one of my favorite scents from Talbot Shaving. Cole's Pond is a wonderful, outdoorsy, woody, fresh scent, kind of what Talbot Shaving is all about. For the razor, I'm going to be going with the RazoRock Game Changer 0.84. This is loaded with a Wizamet Super Iridium blade. Lastly, for the brush, which I've already loaded up, this is from Mozingo Brushworks. This one's called Skyfire. It actually is the same or very similar pour to the Northeast wet shavers made-up from a few years back. A wonderful blend of sky blue and earthy, coppers and browns. If you'd like to help the channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. These are all easy ways to support and grow the channel if you're enjoying what you're watching. Alright, so just wetting the face. Let's get to the face lather. Let's talk about some resolutions. Alright, so I'll be sharing with you 3 resolutions of varying difficulty. The first one I've already spoken about in previous videos, and that is basically as of tomorrow, January 1st, the goal is to commit to 31 straight razor shaves. Now, I would have just said, a month of straight razor shaves, but that wouldn't yield me as many as you think, because I shave every other day, every 2-3 days, really typically. And I was able to do some straight razor shaves. I had some viewers ask me, why did I stop? It wasn't really a matter of frustration or giving up, but I quickly recognized after 6 or 7 of the straight razor shaves, I didn't, I wasn't really able to commit to it as much as I wanted to, as far as studying and learning the techniques. I mean, watching other people do the straight razor shaves who are very adept at it, it's their regular mode of shaving, goes a long way. And at the time, this is probably like September, October, I wasn't committing as much time to it on top of the other content and just live stuff that I had going on. And this might mean I'm going to start the count over, so I won't cheat, even though I do have a bunch of those live straight razor shaves recorded live on my Instagram account. I'm going to start the count again at 0, and we'll take it from there. Bear in mind, not all of them are going to be recorded for the channel. If anything, it might push me to shave on a daily basis, at least for the beginning, just to get some more practice in. But I am excited to jump back in, and I'm very excited to bring you guys along for that journey. Even with with a month or 2 that I did do before, I had plenty of folks just reach out, offering advice and offering their help. It was really a great display of the generosity, in this case, the generosity of time, for folks in our community. So that's the first wet shaving resolution for 2021. As far as difficulty scale, I'd say that's probably easy or medium. I think sharing that resolution with you guys is also a major form of accountability. People wanting to know about that journey. It'll keep me going even as I hit roadblocks. Because it's not to say there are not frustrations with it, but it wasn't a matter of those frustrations that led me to stop the straight razors in the first place. For my next wet shaving resolution, this one might seem ridiculous to some people, depending how into software, soaps in particular, that you are, but my goal is to finish off 1 tub of shave soap, and that number could be more. I'm hoping it's more. I'm like the loftier goal is four tubs, but having not finished a tub or a tube, if shaving cream, not having finished whatever in quite a long time, I figured let's set an attainable goal. So the tub in question that I'm gonna challenge myself, and this is basically weaving this soap in for like every other shave or just at least once a week. That is this really old school, it's declaration grooming, but they used to be known as L&L. Yes, L&L grooming. Trismegistus, and this scent is still around. It's a dupe of Terre de Hermes, which wonderful orange vetiver type scent. But this one is in the original bison base. It's quite awesome still, and it's on the softer side. So if I load heavily, this is the amount that we're looking. I don't know. It's hard to tell how much is left, but by no means a new tub. I hope I can polish this off pretty quick by loading aggressively. Also, just really enjoying the scent. If all goes well and I finish that up in still the winter season, the next one I have that's kind of getting low is my Barrister and Man tub of Leviathan, and that's in the old white label. So I want to use what I have, enjoy what I have, and finishing off a tub of shave soap will be a great representation of that. And then for my third and final wet shaving resolution, this is probably the most difficult of the three. Oh, and as far as difficulty in resolution number 2, finishing the shave soap, I think I can do it. I'm gonna say that's also a very easily attainable goal. The challenge to myself is once I finish the 1, is again to do 3 or 4 tubs by the end of 2021. I really look forward to looking back and see how well we did on these resolutions as well. Wet shaving resolution number 3 is to pare down to 50 shave soaps or less. So this is very much connected to resolution number 2. I think it's pretty safe to say this past year, even with paring down or weeding out my shave soap collection, I've always floated around 90 and 100. It might have dipped down a little bit before 90, but I'm pretty much in, this is not a brag by any means, but I do have the opportunity and the pleasure to be able to try soaps for promotions and basically get free product at times. So that is one thing that kind of keeps soaps coming in addition to ones that I'm seeking out buying. But between selling things and giveaways, for this very channel as well, I'm hoping to get to that 50 mark, if not under 50. I'm gonna have to be pretty aggressive on the parameters as far as how I keep a shave soap. I think that's unavoidable. I mean, for me right now, what happens as far as when I decide to keep something, if I really like the scent, that's one big thing. I love the variety of scents. That might be like the number 1 contribution as to why I have so many tubs of soap lying around. And another reason is just wanting to support the artisan scene and have a tub from, at least have 1 tub from all the various artisans in our community, and then have multiple tubs from the ones I really enjoy or the ones I really enjoy supporting. So those 3 are the 3 wet shaving resolutions I wanted to share with you. I also want to invite you guys to share with me any wet shaving resolutions you want to share. Let me know in the comments below. I think it's also a good opportunity to kind of just share some of the milestones, things that I'm really thankful for 2020. Just the continuation of the podcast, of Lather Talk, and just having a great co-host and partner with my buddy Gerard. So shout out to Gerard. We've had to slow things down a little bit on the podcast just as life things, both our family lives. Gerard and his wife welcomed a child this past year, so having been there, it's a big adjustment for sure as far as your daily routine. Added on top of that, all the craziness of COVID and all the precautions we need to take for that. But it's just been a pleasure to work with him. And then all the guests really that we've had this year, both for, artisans, content creators, YouTubers, and of course, all the listener support, whether you guys are watching it here on YouTube or tuning in on the audio version of the podcast. Really, all your messages, your support, and just your excitement for the show really keeps us going. So thank you for that. So finish up the shave with the matching splash right here. A lot of what I said for the podcast also applies for just all the support that you guys are giving to me here on the YouTube channel. Same thing. I know I was able to talk to Peter Charkalis from A&E / the Shaving Shop and Club. Do some interviews that way, and basically just have a this venue to test stuff out, learn some new skills as far as video recording, video editing, and kind of have you guys on for that journey as well. Just the other day, I was looking at one of my first videos. I think it was my summer list for 2019, and I definitely come a long way as far as what I perceive to be like how comfortable I am in front of the screen or even talking. I mean, you guys know I do a bunch of editing to these videos. It's because I still stumble over my words, stutter, all that fun stuff. But in efforts to constantly improve, I'm glad to say I can see some improvement. Whether you guys at home have seen any improvement as far as my delivery, that's totally up in the air, and that's okay. I'll take any small wins as far as that kind of stuff goes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's shave. In wrapping up, 2020 has been a really challenging year for myself and others, but here we are about to ring in the new year. For anyone that needs to hear this message, I want to encourage you to press on. If you are in a rut, in a difficult space, press on. Setting a resolution, even just one attainable one, if setting that resolution publicly, having those in the community kind of cheer you on, if that's something that could help dig you out, I highly encourage you to do that. On more than one occasion, you guys have shared your story, your struggles, your triumphs on this channel, and I'm really just honored that you guys could use a space to do that. Again, thank you so much, guys, for all your love and support this past year, 2020. So until next time, I want to wish you guys a very happy and healthy new year. Take care.